evening, everybody. Welcome to the stream. How is it, everybody? We are gonna go testing some franchise today. Sorry, guys, I'm getting everything set up here. There we go. Okay, this is just a test, guys. I want to see how this goes. Oh, I put Spencer at 23? Yeah, I thought it should be 18, I guess. Oh, well, I didn't. And here is the top prospects. Okay. So it's Steve versus Freddie Peralta to start things off. Sit back, relax, enjoy this testing game. We're gonna wear our home jersey. Yankee Stadium. That'll do just fine. Alright. Steve's on the mound. Put me in ninth. Yeah, there we go. Alright, here we go.
It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the New York Yankees. Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. So the New York Yankees among the league's favorites after they lost in the World Series last year. And Singy, I gotta think it's somewhat deflating when you get that close to the ultimate prize only to come up short.
Yeah, I'd say deflating, demoralizing, agonizing. You can go on. And it's just tough, Boog, because just to get to the World Series is a huge accomplishment. So, getting those last 4 wins, though, that's what makes legends.
And with opening day, here's a chance to get your season going in the right direction and take that final step this year. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the New York Yankees. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Here's the Brewers DH, Christian Yelich. Fastball for a strike. And we're off and running in a brand new season. And there's a foul ball.
Foul ball. Rip did foul there. Oh, yes, baseball today. Thank you.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Not in
Joey,
time.
get him. No,
Great
he
effort,
won't.
but it's an infield hit.
Well, that's one of those where you just have to tip your cap because he couldn't have played that one any better. Stood no chance with the speed running down the line.
Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. That one at triple digits. So a pitcher making his major league debut and getting the opening day start. Not something we see very often.
No kidding, Boog. And just look around the league here on opening day. You'll see a lot of proven aces getting the start. So they're hoping that that's what he can be for this organization. Someone who can start a bunch of opening days for them in the future as well.
Checks over to first. Back safely.
18 prospects. That's going to be a lot changing coming up in a couple days.
Next one misses, and that's ball one.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
One ball. Two strikes.
Strike two.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Stanton should have this one. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Stanton, nice catch.
That is first. The catcher, Williams.
Here's how the Brewers will line up on opening day. Singy, these last few years have been Milwaukee's best since the days of Yount and Molitor.
You're right about that, Boog. They've won the division title 3 of the last 4 seasons, but they haven't won a postseason series since 2018 when they came within a game of reaching the World Series. Wouldn't be a shock to see them break through this year.
Very true on that.
William Contreras now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Man at first, one away.
Not bad.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. On the ground, could be 2. Goldie toss to second. Return to
Goldie back to
double
Goldie.
play, and that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Back in New York. Our starter in this one, Freddie Peralta. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. leading things off and takes a strike. That one fouled off.
Outside, 1 and 2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
That one ripped, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, Not in time.
Double.
That's a leadoff
Everything's
double.
on.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. With the pitch away, that's exactly what you want to do with it. Drive it the other way. And right there, just barely able to keep it fair down the line for the double.
And now big number 99,
Here's
Aaron Judge. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
You know, Boog, Judge is one of those guys that leaves his mark on everything he does. Yes, he's great at baseball, but he's also known for working with charities and in his community. He's a special human, no doubt about that.
Judge waits. Gets him to chase
No,
after
Judge,
that
why are you
one.
swinging?
Well, you got the
bro?
hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Man at second. Runner takes off. Gets a piece and stays alive. On the ground, and it goes just foul. Next pitch misses way outside.
Baseball is back. Happy 2025 opening day, and that is on Thursday.
Line drive,
Out.
caught.
Batting third, the third baseman.
Here's the opening day lineup for the Yankees. And Chris, after they came so close in 2024, there's a hunger to reach the mountaintop this season.
No doubt about it. This is a proud franchise, Boog, and they've been in the postseason all but 5 years of this century. They haven't won a title, though, since 2009, and that's the second longest drought they've had since first winning it all in 1923. So the pressure to go all the way just keeps building.
Fought off foul.
Which is true. The Mayhew.
One out and a runner at second here on opening day. Liner, base hit. Jazz on his horse coming around third. He scores and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, the strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field.
Pitch for me is not on Thursday. It's on second Wednesday, or you prefer first Friday. The game is so loud we can't even hear you at all, or at least I can't. All right, hold on. I don't have the game that loud.
The game, but right there,
There we go.
And he did
How's
it
that?
perfectly.
Here is Goldschmidt at 96. That
Down the
pitch is
middle.
in for a strike. Just missed.
Down red zone.
1-1.
I'm here for you, not the Yankees. Yeah, I know. I hear you.
Swings through that
No,
one for strike two.
Dumbass.
There's a certain
That was
point where you have to
trash.
commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Chases that one out of the
No.
zone. That's the second out.
Just a hammer 12-6
Yeah,
curveball
miss on
right
that
there,
one.
Boog. That was exactly what he wanted to do with it. Not a ton of pitchers can throw a true 12-6 break, but he does, and you can't throw it any better than he did right there.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton.
Here's Giancarlo Stanton.
And a swing and a miss.
Oh,
0-1.
LeMahieu leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Theo one.
Got the bat going
Oh, my
too
God.
soon. It's strike 2.
No ball,
Ahead 0-2
two
in the
strikes.
count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
The pitch.
He said.
They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Bellinger up to hit.
His father played for the Yankees.
And that one is lifted in the air. Mitchell
And
gets under it.
Hit in the middle at Yankee Stadium as a
Drops
fly
into the
out
glove.
to end the inning.
And that'll do it. But they pick up
DJ
1 run on the
LeMahieu.
RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. All set for the start of the inning. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins.
Rhys Hoskins, we have the
Hampton,
rookie.
a righty that throws with power. Only 18 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick in 2022.
Well, yes, but you can see, as I was telling, I will show you guys at the end of this pitch.
Hampton back to work. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach.
It's not Hampton, it's Steve. It's one of my colleagues, by the way. But anyway, as everybody has seen, this patch over here, it's very small, but you can see it here. The Major League debut patch. So we see down the other rookies over here. We will find out if they come in the game.
That now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Here we go. The 1-0.
Right through there for a strike.
Right down
And
the
Drummond,
middle.
our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Missed that
Some
one.
call action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
Connolly missed.
Got him, first strikeout
And
of his
there's one away.
career.
And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set
Didn't
for
even
himself
see
and
it.
the
I got that
expectations
trophy.
others
Thank you
have
very
for
much.
him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers can sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting a ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation.
Thank you, one of my
automatic ball.
mods who
The
just
pitcher
texted
must
me. and I
begin his
didn't pay
motion
attention
before
to
the
that.
pitch
Oh,
timer
you're
runs
getting,
out. We're looking for a little
getting
more
a pitch
urgency
clock
out there.
violation.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Oh, that's all right. 1-2. 1-2.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Strike 3.
Got him
That's 2 in a
fishing.
row.
Strike 3, sit down.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws
It's
it
an
hard,
Uncle
and it
Charlie.
gets plenty of
Sit
bite
down.
on the end.
Well, pitch break.
of enlightenment's real. So I'ma walk it and weather the weather still. I'm only keeping it real. I want the youth to get used to someone speaking truth in their music. Keep making it like they used to.
Next for the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell.
Not bad there.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball there.
Foul back there, 0-2. Darth Vader from Star Wars is back.
And a foul ball,
Foul
he
back.
stays alive. The 0-2. Fights it off. He'll
Foul
see
back
another.
again.
2 out, space is empty. Fans another.
Got him
That's
looking
3
straight break.
strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the
And
mound.
Rosa strikes out the side. We're here in this testing franchise testing right now.
Back at Yankee Stadium. And here is Anthony Volpe.
Anthony Volpe.
Swings through that one for
Ugh.
strike 1.
0-1's the count.
23 Gold Glove Award for Anthony Volpe.
Outside low.
That's low.
And that is ball 1.
1 strike.
And a foul ball.
Foul back, so 1-2.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Foul back again, still 1-2. There's Juan Soto over at the other side of town, so to speak.
Ah, that hit him. And the
Oh,
leadoff
Freddie
man is aboard to
Peralta
start the
hits
inning.
That's one
Anthony
of those lookout
Volpe.
pitches. As soon as it leaves the pitcher's hand, you start bracing for impact, knowing that it's going to be hard to get out of the way of that one.
Now here is Austin Wells.
Ball in play.
Just missed.
Missed that one there.
Pitch misses there.
That's
and
low.
that's ball 2. Volpe gets his lead at first with nobody out. Late with the swing there.
As a
Late on
hitter,
that one.
you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Bam. Two and two, foul back.
Foul ball.
Look out,
Another
that
2-2
was-
upcoming.
Heads up in the Brewers dugout. Almost everybody went flying there.
And he swings and lifts one to deep
Whoa!
center field. That's back
Hits
there.
it high, deep center field. Look out!
Into
Into Lyman Park.
That one landed amongst the legends. And they add a pair. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home
Into
run. They're
Lyman
having a
Park.
great time out there.
438.
For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
And here's the moment a lot of fans wanted to see. The top prospect in baseball comes to the plate for his major league debut. Matthew
That is
Summers.
Matty.
That one misses in the dirt.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on,
Here's the
nobody
Major
out. You
League
just have to
debut
treat it as a
at
fresh
Joey
inning.
Matty.
There's a swing and a drive.
Matty thinks he's got one. That ball is gone.
You want to talk about kicking off your major league career with a bang. His first big league hit
And
leaves
it's a
the
home
yard.
run.
He'll remember this trip around the bases for the rest of his life. Wow.
He ought to. Usually guys are squeezing the bat so tight, trying to get that first hit out of the way. They can't get the ball out of the infield, Boog, but not him. Maybe a glimpse of what's to come from him in the next few years. Good job. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Could be Matty getting the silent treatment. Yep, he does. There we go.
Back to the top of the Yankee order, Jazz Chisholm Jr. The next to
Jazz
hit,
Chisholm.
1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. In the air out towards right center. Freeland
I don't
under
know why
this
Chisholm
one.
tried it.
Hauls it in,
That's an
and
out.
there's one away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Aaron Judge comes to the plate now. We think of home runs when we see Judge, which makes sense because, well, he hits a lot of them.
Yeah, you're right about that, Boog. In fact, Judge hit 300 home runs before he reached 1,000 hits. The only other player in MLB history to do that was Mark McGwire.
I think of home runs with that guy, too.
Yeah, same.
Late on that
Oh,
fastball.
Judge
Threw
missed
that
that
fastball
one.
right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swing and a foul out of play.
No, Judge tried to get that one, and it's foul.
Swings and misses. Struck
Swings
him
and misses.
out.
Judge
Well,
down
I'm not
on
sure what he was
strikes.
waiting on right there. You got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a
Two-time
fastball.
batting champion for DJ LeMahieu.
LeMahieu at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and
Foul
that
ball
pitch,
there.
really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
That one the other way.
Inside
that
out
gets
swing.
down
They
for
said
him.
there.
Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Hung up in a rundown now.
Oh, I went
get
the wrong way.
back.
Yeah, that mounts.
The throw hangs him out to dry, and the inning is over. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here in New York, top half of the 3rd inning. Stepping in, Joseph Ortiz. And there's a strike.
Strike one for Rosa there.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
One's here. There we go. The 0-2.
That's foul off to the right side.
bad.
Keeps the AB going.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The 0-2.
Make it 4
Got him, strike
strikeouts
three,
in
sit
a row.
down,
Just
boy.
cruising along.
Came inside with that 2-strike
That's his
fastball
fourth K
nicely
right now.
and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times
By
if you
the
do, it's a
way-
foul ball. And, you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside.
Oh, this pitch
No.
rides in too far. That got him.
Boog, that wasn't even close. You know, sometimes a guy will barely miss the zone and hit someone, but right there,
Well, that
he
was a
completely
payback.
lost the handle, and that's when it gets a little scary.
At the plate, Andrew Monasterio out in front with the
There's strike
swing,
one.
and that is strike one. Fastball for a strike. This one in the air, right field. Judge. And makes the grab. 2 away now.
That's just a really
missed
nice
the
catch
catch, two
on
down.
the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Now it's Christian Yelich. Reached on an infield single his first
Here's
time.
Christian Yelich.
There goes the runner. And first offering is fouled off.
How bad?
Terang, the runner at first with 2 gone. Runner goes again. Cut on and lifted in the air.
Judge
He's there.
makes
He's
the
got it.
catch.
And that is that.
Middle of the inning over.
Brewers strand 1. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score.
Both Goldschmidt, Stanton, and Bellinger. Mid third, 4-0 Yanks.
As we go to the last of the third. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Paul Goldschmidt. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-1.
Well, I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
The 0-1. And that's downstairs
Low.
and outside.
You know, these Yankees really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. Looking at the numbers, they've got 4 hits when they're behind in the count. That says these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and just not giving up, despite what the count says.
The 1-2.
Swings through it. And that's a
Swung on a
strikeout.
miss. Goldie
That's
down on
that
strikes.
classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break. It fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Stanton swings through
Oh.
that one as
Stanton
he
couldn't get
comes
that
to the
one.
plate for the second time today.
2017 MVP, Giancarlo Stanton.
Next offering
Foul
is
back.
fouled back. 1 out, bases empty. Stays
Foul
alive.
back.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Cuts and misses.
Stanton.
It's a strikeout.
That's
Strikes
tough. You
out.
see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline
Here's
to
Cody
remember,
Bellinger.
I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a
0-1.
pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Bellinger, the next to hit, takes outside.
He's 5 of 13 against Freddie Peralta. Foul back.
puts it in the air out towards left center.
Left center field.
And the inning is
out
over.
right there. And a 3-4-0 Yankees as you look outside Yankee Stadium, Game 4.
Back now in the Bronx. New inning getting started. And stepping in is the speedy Sal Frelick. And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits. And that is out of play. In the air, left side. Stanton
Left
is there.
field, Stanton.
Brings it in.
Out.
One away.
Now batting, catcher, William.
And now it's William Contreras.
Here is
He's
William
0 for 1.
Contreras up to the plate.
He is a talented player. His big brother Wilson has voiced that his little brother may end up being better than he is.
Swing and a ground ball,
Ground
base hit
ball.
right field.
Foul ball.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Right two there.
And down on strikes
Got
it
him
goes.
looking
Now
strike
5
three on the
strikeouts for
inside
him on the
corner.
mound.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch
Contreras got
strikeout. He
fights, I
can
think.
do
No,
whatever
just
he
looking,
wants with
alright.
the baseball right now.
And here is Hoskins. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. 101 catches the top of the zone for a strike.
Ooh, over
Jeez,
80% of his first
101
pitches are
miles an
strikes.
hour.
You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
2 down, nobody on. Here on opening day. Swing and a miss. That one at
Strike
99. And it's 0-2. Swings through.
Got
that,
him
and it's a
straight 3 and
strikeout.
99. Sit
And a
down.
nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the offense that time.
One
To the
hit
bottom
right
of
now for the
inning number
Brewers.
4 now. The Yankees 4
Yankees.
and the Brewers nothing. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection.
Leading off for the Yankees.
They're predicting the Yankees to finish first in the AL East. Anthony Volpe steps up as we are back. Bottom 4.
Pitch misses, and it's 1-0.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field.
Right
Frelick
field,
makes the
Volpe
catch,
out.
and there's 1 down. Singy 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year
Austin
hitting
Wells
2
steps up to
in
the
1
plate.
game, and before that game in the
It's a
clubhouse, there was a
2-run
gentleman
home run
there
out of
who
second.
owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan, and he said to me, "Hey kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow, and I'll give you a free suit." So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
That's awesome.
Swing and a high fly ball.
Wells
left
has got
field.
jammed.
Chorio under it, pulls it down,
Out.
and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Matthew.
Next to hit, Matthew Summers. He's already homered here in this one.
When he steps into the
Matty
batter's
already
box,
homered
the
in the
comfort
second.
level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
Steve and Matty are both making their major league debuts.
Ball one there.
That's a good
Inside.
pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering
Outside.
misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Swing,
Matty!
a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there.
That
Tattooed
ball
to
is gone.
Toronto.
Number 22.
Here gone.
Second of the game.
Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 5-zip.
They put a good swing on it, but the box score might want to credit the win for that home run.
Oh boy, Matty's having fun.
Get as many high fives as possible, man. This guy's a ball of energy right now and part of the game of his life.
That ball is gone.
And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. That does it for Freddie Peralta. And the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break.
Freddie Peralta walks off as the fans are waving goodbye to Freddie Peralta.
DL Hall on the pitch here. He's into the game with the bases empty. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
Here's
1
Jazz
for 2.
Chisholm.
Swing and a miss. Missed
Why
that
are
by
you
a
swinging something
mile.
up the dirt, Chaz? My goodness.
Two outs. And that one ripped to left.
Chisholm.
And that's a
Base
base
hit.
hit.
They'll make him 2 for 3, but he'll come out of the game.
Here is Aaron Judge. 0 for 2 in this one. Substitution now at first base. Pinch running here, number 17.
Ray comes in for his first major league debut.
Hall picks over. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike.
Ray.
Wide throw.
Stolen
and it gets
base.
away.
He's going to try for 3.
Throw pulls it
And he'll
off the
make
bag,
it.
And he's safe.
Well, the pressure is on, and he knew he had to have a quick release behind the plate
One
if he was
job
going to
with
have
the
any
steal.
chance of catching him
Base
at
for the pinch
second.
hitter.
He's got
Yeah,
great
I got
speed,
that
and
for
in
it.
this
Thank you very
case,
much,
it
guys.
resulted in moving up 2 bases. That's what happens when you aren't able to get your feet under you and square up to second properly.
That misses, and it's 1-1. 2 outs with a runner at third.
Ray with the stolen base.
Next pitch is outside.
Outside.
Hit on the ground to short.
Judge.
Throws to first in
Grounds
time.
out.
Inning over, and it could have been worse. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. And the lead is now 5-0. Major League Baseball is on the show.
Home run Matty into the second bleachers there. In a 4-5-0 game.
Now into the game, number 17. He'll play
Now
second.
playing second base. Number 17.
Now the left fielder, Jackson Chorio. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. 0-1.
99 miles an hour.
Fastball for a strike.
He's so solid. calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
How bad?
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy,
right.
when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Breaking ball inside. Yeah, that's ball one. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. I remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
Yeah, 1-2.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Swing and a
Got
miss.
him straight
Him
away.
out. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all of the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Mitchell
Yes,
takes a
Mr.
ball as he stands in for the second time.
Ooh, Baya.
1-1.
You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
The Yankees leading by 5, and we're at the top of the 5th.
5-0 still in the 5th here.
Yeah,
Here's
that drops in for a strike.
Uncle Charlie just dropped that one. Thank you very much.
Got him.
Got him
Strikeout
straight
number
for
8.
No, just couldn't pull the
He
trigger on the
strikeouts
fastball
after
right there. And I don't think
Figueroa.
he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
2 outs, base is empty. Next for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. Swing and a miss.
Now, this guy is
0-1's
just
the
filling
count.
up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Just
out.
missed.
Just missed that one.
Strike 2.
Well, this offense has
two
just
there.
been locked down. Almost 5 full
2
innings of
strikes.
shutout baseball.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Still 1-2.
Got him looking.
Got him looking,
Strikes
Trey
out the
Green.
side for the 3rd time today. Gone in order are the Brewers. It's 5-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for the Yankees, DJ LeMahieu.
Here's DJ LeMahieu. Angled first there.
Paul back to work. Drilled in the air, high and deep, right field. That's back
Right
there.
field, LeMahieu. Goodbye.
He muscles that one out the opposite way. His first homer of the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 6-0.
Well, you missed 2 home runs,
That's
by
their
the way.
4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Here's
Paul Goldschmidt
Goldie.
will climb in. Ripped on a line to
Goldie.
center.
Center field.
And there's one
Out.
down.
Now batting.
Goldie not doing well in his Yankee Stadium debut, by the way.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate.
Here's Giancarlo Stanton.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him
Stanton
out.
down,
There's one of
strikes
those
again.
breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough,
Here
it can
is
actually
Cody
tie you
Bellinger.
up.
Fly out to center field and fly out to left field.
Bellinger in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Pulled down the line. This one.
Did he get it?
Foul.
That's
Foul
a
ball.
Really good pass of the ball right there.
6.5.
Just a little bit too quick.
Outside
Just
the
got to
foul
find a
ball,
way
almost
just
got
to
it.
travel a hair more.
Off the mark there. Now
That's
2
right,
balls and a
2-1.
strike. And he grounds one to the right side. And it finds
And it's
its way
through.
for a
Bellinger,
hit.
base hit.
And that extends the inning.
The batter, number 11.
And now, Anthony Volpe. He's 0 for 1. So a change being made at first base. And here's the Yankees pinch runner, number 12.
Here's Will.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there.
Will,
Throws.
stolen base.
That was
Statcast.
close,
Take a look
but
at this.
StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
And the 0-1. And a foul ball.
Foul bad from Volpe.
Oh, 0-2 now. On the ground to the left. Monasterio tosses to first. That ends the
At the
inning
end of
and
5,
stops
but
things from getting out of hand.
DJ LeMahieu
Solo
with a
homer
leadoff
extends
home
the
run
Yankees
earlier.
lead. It's now a 6-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Now into the ball game on defense, number 12. He'll be patrolling center field.
Number 12.
This is Bryce Terang.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
That one
Uh-oh.
ripped right center field. That's back
Could
there.
that be the shutout goal?
And gone!
Yes, it is. Goodbye.
He'll touch them all. His first homer of the year. It's 6-1.
First pitch swinging, and he
goes the
got the
shutout.
fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
Up now for Milwaukee, Andrew Monasterio. Flied to right his first time. Swings through that.
Well, these Brewers need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one
by
extra
5.
base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Next offering is in for a strike. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Foul back.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here on opening day. Swing and a miss.
Got him
Struck
again.
out. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
And strikeouts for Steve Rosa.
Swing and a ground ball and foul ball.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
One down, base is empty. Got him looking.
Got him looking.
And he
Straight
keeps
three.
putting up the K's. That's number 11.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Freeland in the box again. Takes a strike. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. Slings to first.
Out to
And that
first base.
is
There
the
you go.
inning. But the Brewers add one with a solo shot. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show.
10 hits for the Yankees, 2 for the Brewers. One of them was a home run.
Back in the Bronx, bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells.
Here is Austin Wells.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field.
Wells,
And
base
it
hit there.
drops in. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
So a 2 for 3 day for
And
hang
the
on
batter
a
now,
second.
Matthew Summers. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
We're going to put a Grady in the
Making a
game
move
now.
to first on a pinch run, number 48.
Number 48.
Pitch misses.
Outside.
Ball one. Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Yoel Payamps getting loose out there. Koenig, a left-hander, also throwing. Gomez aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss.
Oh, Matt ain't
And it's
wanted that.
1-1.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Next offering is in
Oh,
for a
Matt
strike.
didn't want that.
And a
The
rope
middle,
to the center
base hit.
field base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Matty's 3 for 3.
He was all over that one. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it. Just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
And now we'll see one of the top prospects in baseball step in the box for his major league debut. Number 17, looking for his first big league hit right here. Hall checks the runner, and he's back safely.
Grady on first, Matty on second.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Mitchell settles
Ray
under
thinks
this
he's got
one.
it. No, he doesn't. That's going to be a fly out.
He's got it. Both runners tagging. Both runners able to move
Brady-
up. Aggressive
Brady
play.
and Matty
it's
move
second
up.
and
That was
third
a
now.
score play.
One away. It's Aaron Judge now.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
Will he come
The
in?
Yankees going
No,
to the
but
pitch
they're gonna
hitter,
put Justin
number
in.
24.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
Here is Justin Mott.
Tap foul at the
Foul
plate.
back.
One down. Runners at second and third. And a swing and a miss there.
No.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Base hit for Justin. Now he's going to come around and score. There you go.
Number 24 with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him
8-1
and his
Yankees
family.
lead.
A
That
guy
was a
works
base
so
hit for
hard
that.
and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you worked to get here.
And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. DL Hall out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. They hand the ball over to a new arm, number 77, on
Hunter
for his
Thomas.
major league debut. So we'll see if he's ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through the minor leagues to this point. The only difference, there are just more people in the stands and it's a bigger stadium, but the game itself is still the same. Look at the catcher,
LeMahieu.
whatever fingers he puts down,
3 for
that's what you
3,
throw,
so he's gonna
and just
stay in
let
the
him lead
game.
you in this one.
And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in.
Home run and 2
Still
singles for
only
LeMahieu.
one out here in the inning. And ball 1 to
Outside.
LeMahieu. The pitch to LeMahieu. So a foul
Foul
ball
back.
makes it 1-2. And a swing and a miss.
And LeMahieu
That's out
strikes
number
out.
2.
This opportunity is one.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate.
Reds will come in. And Constance will also
So
come in
now
as
a
well.
pinch hitter, number 22. A runner on first with 2 gone for him. Lifted to left
Costas!
center. Way back there, and that is
Way back. That ball is gone into the bullpen.
That one felt good, and they add to their lead. It's 10-1. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. I love the approach as a pinch hitter right there. Don't let him steal a strike on you just because you're coming in cold off the bench. If you get something to handle, jump all over it. And he was on that one. It's a big boost to the dugout.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. 1 for 3. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Number 95.
Here is Dustin. Here's Dustin.
In the air, left field.
Left field.
Chourio
Out.
makes the catch. and that ends the inning. So it's 4 runs for him, 4 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We're through 6 full. It's the Yankees 10 and the Brewers 1. So coming into
Chris
the
is
game
gonna
now
come
on
in the game.
defense, number 48, he takes over behind the plate.
Number 48.
Also into the ball game, number 24, he takes over in right.
Now in right field.
Also entering the game, number 22, he takes over as the new first baseman.
Now at first base. Number
Also into the
22.
ball game, number 95, he'll be out in left field.
Israel.
New pitcher for the Yankees, number 94. Yeah, this is the best way to make your major league debut. No one on base.
Yeah, you're already going to be a little nervous out there, so I think it's a nice job by the skipper to get him in here without any added pressure with traffic on the bases.
William Contreras up now for the Brewers.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
There's the strike.
Some hitters are just more
Strike
confident
one.
if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Boyle winds and deals. That's a strike. 0-2
And that's
now.
a straight 2 on the outside corner.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field.
Ray, he's got that one.
Throws to first.
Out.
That's the first out.
One
at
out
the top
here.
of the 7th.
The first baseman, number 12, Reese Hoskins.
And the batter now is Reese Hoskins.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That one finds the corner, and it's 0-1.
On the corner there.
Hoskins pushes it foul. The Yanks up big in this one. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Foul ball,
Foul
still
back.
0-2.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at bat alive.
Swing and a miss.
Got him
Struck
straight
him
3,
out.
sit down.
Out number 2.
I see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Ground ball up the middle. Bare hand has to hurry. And
Holds
save.
it? No.
He busted it down the line for that infield single.
Did a nice job getting there.
Base
Good
hit.
throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question.
So it's a base
Next to
hit
hit,
there.
Garrett Mitchell. That one at triple digits. Chorio off of first with 2 away. Here comes the 0-1. That one pushed to the left and foul.
0-2 now.
Now no
That's a
pitches
balk,
called.
yeah. I was trying to
And
do
a
something,
balk
didn't
being
work.
signaled by Ed Drummond, the home plate umpire.
That was my fault, guys, because I was trying to pitch out, but I messed up. So, oh well.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss.
Got him straight
and
three
he's gone
anyway.
on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. This one pretty well decided at this point. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Yankees 10 and the Brewers 1. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Game summary here. 6 and 2 hits, 11 Ks. And Will lead us off.
In the air, center field.
And Will saying he
Mitchell
wanted
gets
to leave
under
the
it.
yard quickly, but unfortunately he flies into
Nabs
an
in.
out.
And a quick out, number 1.
One away.
The batter number 11. Shortstop.
So up next, Anthony Volpe.
Anthony Volpe. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch.
In the air to left center.
Volpe left center. Will he get there?
Pulls it in
No,
for the
that's an
out.
out.
Now batting. Catcher. Antonio.
2 down, bases empty. Grady Gomez stepping in now for the Yankees, trying to pick
Here's
up his
Grady
first
Jones.
knock in the big leagues. Down and away for ball
Absolutely.
1.
Count
2 down,
1-0.
nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
2 balls.
Nope.
No strikes.
And that one in the air, center field.
Center field off the end of the bat.
He's got it.
That's a
And
fly
that is
out.
out number 3.
Are there people outside gate 4 right now? Yeah, there are people around.
This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the
0-1 for
mound.
count.
One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport, these are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
Got him looking,
Great
straight
ball
3.
in there, got him looking. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Bryce Terang will hit next. He's already homered in this game.
He was the one that homered off of Rosa.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Great boy.
0-1.
Boyle, a lefty who lights up the radar gun. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. 1 down, base is empty.
Man, 91 on the
No ball,
slider
2
right
strikes.
there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Ramos with a home run.
Gets a piece,
How's that?
and it stays 0-2. Swings and
Got him.
misses. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Now it's the shortstop, Andrew Monasterio. That's in there. Strike 1.
It's a
Right
tough
there, right
pitch,
there.
One's the count.
but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat. That fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he
Got a red
elevates,
pitch right too.
guys aren't touching it.
The Brewers with a lot of ground to make up, and we're in the top of the 8th. Got him swinging.
Got him straight
And he
away.
strikes out the side here in the 8th. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the
Here's
Bronx,
Matty.
on to the bottom of the 8th, leading off Matthew Summers. And that one wrapped foul.
Matty wanted
Look
that
out.
one
That
foul.
ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
And now it's even up.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to
35,302
straighten
here at
him
Yankee
up a bit.
Stadium.
Mission accomplished.
The shortstop takes the
Outside.
ball. Hard hit to third.
No,
Fires over to Hoskins.
out for
That'll go
Matty.
down.
Now batting, number 17.
Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Here's Ray. Can he hit a first major league hit?
This ball's chopped on the ground.
The
Bounces
middle,
into
yes
the
he can.
outfield base hit. Number 17 with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Runner on at first with one gone.
Here's
Digging in,
Justin
Justin Hall. Move over to first, trying to keep him close. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second.
Stolen base for Ray. His second. Good Lord.
See, the best way to catch this guy might be on replay.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the only way to catch him, Boog. I mean, you see that sprint speed on StatCast right there. It's elite, and just makes it very tough on the defense. A lot of pressure on those players.
Man at second. Right through there for a strike.
Didn't want that pitch.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Outside low. And a
Outside.
count 1 and 2.
One
This
ball,
hitter's
2
been
strikes,
seeing
the
good
count.
velocity in the at-bat. It's kind of set up for that changeup. He hasn't seen it yet. Looks just like a fastball out of the hand.
Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Gets to it on to first.
He's out.
And there's 2 gone following
Out
the
there,
strikeout.
Ray will move
In
up.
there safely.
Nice job recovering to complete the strikeout at first base right there. Even though the runner from second does move up to third, it's not a big deal in this situation now that they're 2 outs. Just makes blocking pitches in the dirt to this next batter even more critical.
Now a
DJ
move being made for a
LeMahieu
pinch
will come
hitter.
out now.
Number
Jason
14
Spencer
looking for a
comes in.
2-out hit to bring home the runner from third. And first offering
Foul
is
ball.
fouled off. And there's a rocket into the
Pacing
outfield.
down the line,
Here
base
comes
hit
the runner
there.
from third. It's 11-1.
It'll be 11-1, then a double.
So he gets 2 milestones with that hit, his first big league knock, and he drives in his first run as well.
Yeah, you love to get both of those out of the way with just one swing of the bat, and it makes the special moment even more special. It's not just an individual accomplishment when you're also driving in a run for your team. That's an at-bat he's never going to forget.
So 2 down, and here's the first baseman.
Here is Costas.
First pitch doesn't find the
Outside.
zone. On the ground to third.
Yeah,
Base
the
hit.
line
That
base
was
hit.
smoke through the infield. Runner from second crosses the plate.
He's
and it's an
one there.
RBI single, and it's 12-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a
And
whole lot
Thomas
of
will
time
get
for the
into the
defenders
stage
to
right
react
at the
and try
door.
to make a play when it's ripped like that.
And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Number 77 departs. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. So the Brewers bring out a new pitcher from the pen, Yoel Payamps.
And
Yoel
with the big
Payamps.
deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every
Here's
outing
Dustin on
matters
the
for
plate here,
relievers and
2
their
outs
numbers,
bottom
but
top-
I think it's
bottom
tough to
eight.
get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for...
Dustin!
Oh, this one's high and deep.
That is
Way back
hammered.
there. On its way.
Goodbye, Marines.
He shoots one out to right. It's 14-1.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
So 2 away with nobody on. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder. Here's a swing and a
Will.
drive left field, and he knew it.
He did kneel down one. Goodbye, ball 3.
They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 15-1.
Back-to-back home runs, and now this place is really rocking. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
2 outs, nobody on. So now the pitcher for the Yankees, Christopher Boyle. Puts a bunt down. Ortiz on the run,
Chris
sends
tried
it
to
over to
put the
first.
bunt down, that
And
didn't work.
very nicely done for the out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working.
Dustin and Will
Last
went back
chance
to
coming
back.
up for the
A little
Brewers.
Billy to Billy.
So remaining in the game defensively, number 14. He'll play third after coming into the game as a pinch hitter. Here's Yelich at the dish. The MVP in 2018, the runner-up in 2019. Boyle back to work. He swings and fouls one off.
Foul ball.
Swing and a foul back, and that's
Foul
out
back
of play.
there.
Another one.
Got him,
That's
straight
5
3, sit
straight
down.
strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these
6
hitters.
strikeouts
It
for Chris
doesn't look like
Barnes.
it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
And first offering is
Foul
fouled
ball
off.
there.
On the ground right side.
Costas will take
Takes
it
it to the bag.
himself.
Steps
2
on
outs.
first, and it's out number 2.
Now batting, catcher William
So they're down to their final out. And here's the catcher, William Contreras.
Here is William Contreras.
And that's in for a strike.
0-1.
Foul ball.
One strike away. On the ground, and this should do it.
Ground ball. Spencer.
Throw to first.
Those are the first
And the
Yankees win.
Slug their way to a win in this one. Hampton with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
A 15-1 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding
Chris
crew
Gordon
here at
picks up his
MLB The
first
Show,
save,
I'm
too.
John Sciambi. We'll see you soon.
We'll give you some of the highlights before we go. Austin Wells led us off with a home run earlier. And there was Costas hit his. There's Dustin's home run earlier. And then Jason throws everybody out. So Matty player of the game, 3 for 4. Steve went 6 innings, missed the win. Alright, you guys, that will do it for this test stream. I'm going to play this a little bit off stream, see how it is. But I will appreciate you guys coming along. You know what? Let's go to our buddy Armin and Swords again. He was on earlier today. We'll go back and say hello to him. Guys, I appreciate you guys coming along. I will see you guys next time. Have a good one.